hello, hello. Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Should I? Is the BGM fine? Sorry, I have a runny nose today, so I'm gonna apologize in advance if it's, hard to listen to. I think the volume of the sound is okay. Okay, let's start. Okay. So in this stream, I'm gonna read news articles in English, and whenever I encounter the word which I don't know the meaning, I look up its meaning with dictionary and ChatGPT and add it to a list on Notion along with example sentences. So let's read the first article, which posted 1 hour ago. Japan ranked low in international survey on English proficiency. Okay. First, proficiency. What is proficiency? Proficiency means the fact of having the skill and experience for doing something. Proficiency, well, I think I've learned on the weekly Let's Study stream. The fact of having the skill and experience for doing something. Proficiency. So, example, the job ad said they wanted proficiency in at least 2 languages. Photographs entered in the contest will be judged on originality and technical proficiency. Got it. English proficiency. So it means English skill. English language skill. Okay. Japan ranked low in international survey on English proficiency. An international survey on English language proficiency has ranked Japan a record low. The poll was conducted by a private firm which operates education services around the world and has been rating English language skills since 2011. The rankings are based on data collected from online tests involving 2.1 million people in places where English is not the native language. In this year's survey, covering 116 countries and regions, Japan's index was 454 points, with the highest score being 800. It's like almost half the score. The highest score. That left Japan in the 92nd place, down 5 notches. What is notch? Huh? I don't know. Notch. V-shaped cut in a hard surface. A hole or mark on the edge of a body part. Imaginary points or position in a system of comparing values where higher position is better and lower position is worse. Among current players, she is rated a notch above, means it's better than the rest. Let's ask ChatGPT. In this sentence, what does notch mean? In this sentence, notch means a level, position, or step in a ranking or scale. It's often used to describe movement up or down in rank, status, or degree. Here, down 5 notches means Japan dropped 5 positions in the ranking compared to 2023. Casual explanation. Think of a notch like a step of a ladder, or a mark on a scale. You can move up or down by a few notches, meaning a change in position or level. Okay. Notch. Give me some casual examples. She moved up a notch in the competition after our last performance. Our team dropped a couple of notches in the league rankings after losing the game. If you turn up the volume a notch, it will sound perfect. The restaurant stepped up its service a few notches. Everything was amazing this time. His cooking is a notch better than mine, but I'm catching up. I think the new movie was a notch worse than the original. I see. Also this. Okay, that left Japan in the 92nd place, down 5 notches from 2023. So in 2023, Japan is in the 87. No. Huh? 87, right? 87th place. And the lowest it has been since the survey started. Okay. So it's getting worse. The Netherlands topped the ranking with 636 points, followed by Norway with 610 points. Singapore came in third with 609 points. The firm advises governments and education authorities in low-ranked nations and territories to give adults access to lifelong learning programs and include English training in the position. It also urges them to adjust institutional entrance and exit exams so that they can better evaluate communicative English skills. Interesting. So, according to this capture, 89 is Cape Verde, Kuwait, and China is 91st, and then 92nd Japan, 93rd Myanmar, 94 Palestine, and 95 Afghanistan. Okay. What's the name of the survey? I don't want to know. "116 countries and regions." What kind of tests do they provide? That's kind of sad though, because we do have English class from elementary school to high school or even university, so we learn a certain time. But I see. What's the cause? What's the problems here? Not sure. Maybe the way to the education system is bad? Maybe. That's sad. Well, let's move on to next article. Okay, next one. Japan promotes its movie industry in Hollywood. More than 300 people from the Hollywood movie industry have attended an event in Los Angeles aimed at promoting Japanese filmmakers and content in the United States. The two-day networking event was organized by the Japan External Trade Organization and other groups. Film editor Miyake Aika appeared on stage with other Japanese panelists who are involved in filmmaking in Hollywood at a seminar on Wednesday. Miyake took home one of the record number of Emmy Awards, garnered by the historical TV drama series Shogun. What is garnered?
Garner.
To collect something, usually after much work or with difficulty. Garner. Miyake took home one of the record number of Emmy Awards garnered by collected or got by the historical TV drama series Shogun. I think I've heard of the name Shogun, the TV drama series, but never seen it. What kind of story is this? Shogun. Who is the main actor? I forgot his name, but what is this about? Is this like a Sengoku Jidai no Hanashi? Oh, it's a new one. It's from 2024. This year. It's an American TV series. Hanada Hiroyukiか。Asano Tadanobu. Okay. In this sentence, garner. Garner means what? Yes, in this sentence, garner means got or received, but it has slightly more formal or elegant tone. It suggests that TV drama series Shogun collected or earned Emmy Awards, emphasizing effort or recognition. In casual terms, you could say the series got a record number of Emmy Awards. The show won a lot of awards. Garner is often used in formal writing to highlight achievement or accumulation of something valuable like prize, attention, or awards. I see. Give me some Visual examples of the word. Our speech garnered a lot of attention at the event. The video garnered tons of likes and shares online. He garnered a lot of prize for his work on a project. The movie garnered great reviews from critics. The new restaurant has garnered a lot of fans since it opened. She garnered support from our classmates for the school election. Okay. Award-winning film director Koreeda Hirokazu told the audience, I plan to make a movie here in the US and I'm already in talks with various people about it. Koreeda told the reporters that he's working through trial and error. He said the time is ripe. He said the time is ripe. I think it's like a good timing. Time is ripe. Ripe. Completely developed and ready to be collected or eaten. Ripe. Ripe. He said the time is ripe. Ripe. Can you give me some casual examples of the word ripe as meaning of this sentence? With so many people interested in electric cars, the market is ripe for new innovations. I think the time is ripe to start my own business. The weather is getting colder, so it's ripe for selling hot drinks at the event. The city is ripe for a new coffee shop. There isn't one nearby. After all practice we've done, I feel like the team is ripe for a big win. Now that you've saved up enough, the time is ripe to buy the new laptop. Ripe suggests the conditions are perfect or ideal for taking action. It's a metaphor borrowed from fruit being ready to pick. これも書いとくか。一応。And then I'm gonna add, which one is good? Readyかな? Okay. I know the name, I know the director by his name, Koreeda-san. I'm not sure about his work. Koreeda監督。万引き家族の人か。怪物。I've never seen his film before. Yeah, none of them. I know almost every films, but never seen them. Okay. Interesting. Let's move on to the next article. Young people from around the world hear from Hiroshima Hibakusha. Hibakusha means like well, it's gonna explain, I guess. Young people from around the world have been hearing stories from atomic bomb survivors, or Hibakusha, atomic bomb survivors. Well, Hibakusha is like I cannot explain. Who got the effect of atomic bomb in Hiroshima as part of a program to nurture future leaders who can contribute to nuclear abolition. Nurture. To take care of, feed, and protect someone or something, especially young children or plants, and help him, her, or it to develop. Nurture. Nurse と一緒なのかな？似てる？ Nurture future program. She wants to stay home and nurture her children. Okay. A group to nurture future leaders who can contribute to nuclear abolition. Abolition is to like ban the act of ending an activity or custom officially. He fought for abolition of the death penalty in Connecticut. The abolition of slavery. Abolition. これも入れとくか。Nuclear abolition. The abolition of slavery. Slavery. Okay? 20 participants from 14 countries and regions heard from both Hibakusha and children from survivors in the atomic bombed city on Thursday. The session is part of a program organized jointly by Hiroshima Prefecture and the International Campaign to Abolish Nuclear Weapons, or ICAN. ICAN. Do they say ICAN or ICAN also? Gato Toshiharu was 6-year-old and at school 1.2 kilometers from the hypocenter when the bomb struck. Hypocenter is like a position. Wait. What does hypocenter mean? In this sentence, what does hypocenter mean? In this sentence, hypocenter refers to the exact point on the ground directly beneath the explosion of the bomb. It is often used to describe the location of a nuclear explosion, such as the atomic bombs dropped during World War II. The hypocenter is the ground level point where the most intense destruction occurs, as it is closest to the explosion's origin. For nuclear bombs, the explosion often happens in the air, so the hypocenter is the spot directly below the detonation point. Okay. It's 1.2 kilometers from the hypocenter when the bomb struck. He spoke of how his school collapsed in the blast and how he saw many bloated bodies. Bloated. Bloated is like a past tense of blow. Bloated. Bloat. Bloat. Adjective. Swollen and rounded because of containing too much air, liquid, or food. A bloated stomach. A bloated feeling. Larger or richer than necessary. Bloated, swollen from containing too much air. Oh. So many bloated bodies. Bloated bodies? Bloated. In this sentence, bloated means swollen or puffed up, often due to gases or fluids. It describes the appearance of the body in the river, which became swollen and after death, likely because of the effect of heat, burns, or decomposition caused by the bombing and exposure to water. It's vivid and somber description that emphasizes the devastating aftermath of the event. Wow. Bloated bodies. Cannot imagine how it looks like. Bloated bodies floating down the river. Kajimoto Yoshiko was 14 when she was exposed to the blast at a factory 2.3 kilometers from the hypocenter. She said she was badly injured, but tried hard to help her friends. She said she went back and forth, aimed the dead with a stretcher, carrying the injured to a park that had become an evacuation shelter. Aimed the dead with a stretcher. これはどういう意味だ? What does mean? In this sentence, aim the dead with a stretcher means she was moving through a scene where there were many dead bodies while carrying a stretcher. A stretcher is a device used to transport injured or sick people, so she was working in a tragic and chaotic environment surrounded by deceased individuals, as she used the stretcher to help the injured reach the evacuation shelter. What does aim mean? The word aim has a few meanings depending on the context. Aim the dead. Aim the dead. Aim the dead means the middle of or surrounded by people, dead people. In this sentence, it describes a tragic scene where the person is moving through an area filled with deceased individuals. Aimed emphasizes being physically or emotionally surrounded by something, in this case the dead. It's a vivid and somber. To point or direct something at the target or goal. どういうことだ? She said she went back and forth, aimed the dead. Aimed the dead. I'm still not sure what aimed the dead was. Stretcher. Can you explain? Since you're asking about aim the dead with the stretcher in your sentence, to clarify, aimed means in the middle of or surrounded by, so the phrase aim the dead with the stretcher means the person was moving through a scene where many people had died while carrying or using a stretcher to help the injured. In simple terms, the person was working in an area full of dead bodies. They were carrying a stretcher to transport the injured, trying to help this, despite the overwhelming and tragic situation around them. But not saying that the stretcher is aimed at the dead, but rather that the person was in the middle of the dead while performing the tasks or helping the injured. So in the middle in this sentence. She said she went back and forth, being in the middle of the dead with a stretcher. ってことか。I see. Aim. Not this one. Not this one. Not this one. Not this one. Aim. We plan or hope to achieve something. Well, let's move on. The young participants listened to the testimonies with tears in their eyes. The participants are expected to make a presentation about what they learned on Saturday, the final day of the program. Wait, Saturday. And it posted November 14, which was 2 days ago, and this is Saturday, so this is their final day of the program. I see. I guess they're doing, or they were doing presentation day. Wait, what is this one? Testimonies. Testimonies?
Testimony.
Testimony means an example of spoken or written statements that something is true, especially those given in a low quote. Some doubts have been expressed about his testimony.
Testimony.
Testimony. A spoken or written statement that something is true. Testimony. 一応入れとくか。I don't think I'm gonna... This is not common in daily conversation, but might as well. An example. Okay. Testimony. Give me some casual Examples of the word testimony. Her testimony in court helped clear up a lot of the confusion. The defendant gave a heartfelt testimony, but the jury wasn't convinced. He shared his testimony about overcoming his fear of public speaking. The testimony of people who have traveled there made me want to visit the place. During the meeting, she gave a great testimony about how the project was progressing. They asked people to share their testimonies about how the charity helped them. Statement or account given to support a fact, experience, or event. It can be formal settings like quote, or more casual ones like personal stories. Okay. I wonder what it is in Japanese. Testimony. Shougenか。証言。Okay. I see. I do live in Japan, but I've never visited Hiroshima or Nagasaki. But someday I definitely want to visit. Okay. So I read 3 articles, maybe one more article. Which one should I read? Pentagon releases annual UFO report, highlights startling misreports. Okay. The US Department of Defense has published its annual report on unidentified flying object, UFO, or UFOs. It says there has been an increase in cases of mistaken reports involving SpaceX Starlink satellites. The document released on Thursday says the department received 757 sightings and other reports of what is called unidentified anomalous phenomena, or UAP, for the 13 months period through June 1st this year. The reports are mainly from the US, the Middle East, East Asia, and elsewhere. It says that about 300 of these cases were determined to be balloons, birds, unmanned aerial systems, drones, or other objects that are not classified as UAP. Wait, 300 out of 757? The document notes a rise in reports mistakenly identifying SpaceX Starlink satellites as UAPs. Deputy Pentagon Press Secretary Sabrina Tsai spoke to reporters on Thursday and stressed that to date, the department has discovered verifiable evidence of extraterrestrial beings' activity or technology. What is this?
Extraterrestrial.
Extraterrestrial. In or coming from a place outside of the planet Earth. Oh. In those rocks may lie the best chance of finding extraterrestrial life. Extraterrestrial being. Is this what ET stands for? Extraterrestrial? What does ET stands for? Forgot. Let me check. What ET stands for? What is ET? The movie stands for. ET, extraterrestrial. Oh, extraterrestrial. That's what ET stands for. I see. Okay. Extraterrestrial beings, activity on or technology. Stressed that to date, the department has discovered no verifiable evidence of extraterrestrial beings, activity or technology. So they don't have evidence yet. She added that none of the resolved cases have pointed to advanced capabilities or breakthrough technologies either. The Defense Department says it will continue analyzing unsolved cases. I see. So 300 of these cases out of 757. So half of them are not determined, not classified as UAPs. It could be true UAPs. Interesting. Okay. Okay, I think that was the last article in this stream. Let's review the words. Okay, proficiency, the fact of having the skill and experience for doing something. The job ad said they wanted proficiency at least 2 languages. Japan ranked low in international survey on English proficiency. Notch means a level, position, or step in a ranking or scale. It's often used to describe movement up or down in rank, status, or degree. I think the new movie was a notch worse than the original. That left Japan in the 92nd place, down 5 notches from 2023 and the lowest it has been since the survey started. Garner means to collect something, usually after much work or with difficulty. Miyake took home one of the record number of enemy hours garnered by the historical TV drama series Shogun. Her speech garnered a lot of attention at the event. Ripe means of fruit or crops completely developed and ready to be collected or eaten, suggests that conditions are perfect or ideal for taking action. It's a metaphor borrowed from fruit being ready to pick. He said the time is ripe for Japanese filmmakers to produce content for the North American market. With so many people interested in electric cars, the market is ripe for new innovations. Nurture, to take care of, feed, or protect someone. Protect someone or something, especially young children or plants, and help him, her, or it to develop. A program to nurture future leaders who can contribute to nuclear abolition. She wants to stay home and nurture her children. Abolition, the act of ending an activity or custom officially. Nuclear abolition, the abolition of slavery. Testimony, an example of spoken or written statements that something is true, especially those given in a low code. During the meeting, she gave a great testimony about how the project was progressing. Her testimony in quote helped clear up a lot of the confusion. Extraterrestrial, in or coming from a place outside the planet Earth. In those rocks may lie the best chance of finding extraterrestrial life. Nice. Okay, let's finish the stream here. I'm gonna do Let's Study English stream on Tuesday weekly, so if you're interested, please come and visit on my channel again. And this series, Let's Read News in English, is not weekly or monthly content, but I'm gonna do it when I have time. So, okay, thank you for watching and see you in the next stream. Bye bye.